I don't eat vegetables anymore. Hello everyone and welcome back to my tent. My name is Christy, spelled with an E, and this is Lucky. He decided to join me for today. If you don't know me or my story, in the past 2 years I have totally changed my whole life upside down almost, and recently I have gone full carnivore, meaning I only eat animal products, meat, eggs, and a little bit of dairy. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, is what kind of questions do I get when I am talking to people, when I go out and meet people. The woman who owns the farm where I get my meat, the first time that she heard that I only eat meat, she was absolutely shocked and said, "You don't eat vegetables?" No, I don't eat vegetables anymore. And it's really weird because I like vegetables. I love Brussels sprouts, asparagus. Those are some of my absolute favorite vegetables. But since I stopped eating them, I tried to eat them one time after I had quit, and it was really weird because my body just reacted terribly. I basically got sick to my stomach and spent some time in the bathroom, put it that way. It was not fun. My body does not like vegetables. And I never had an issue like that before. And I was thinking about that and I was like, you know, why am I having an issue with vegetables now? I never had one before. And I think it's because my body was so used to that. You know, when your body gets used to toxins, it doesn't react the same way. But when you've cleansed them out, then when you reintroduce them, your body goes, whoa, 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 we were doing good. What are you doing to us now? And that happened with me. I can't eat vegetables anymore. I like them. I still want to try them every now and then whenever I'm cooking for other people and I'm making vegetables. I made corn the other day. I did not eat any. I just made some. And man, I was like, oh, that smells good. But nope, I won't touch them. It's crazy how your whole life changes when you've gotten the bad stuff out and put good stuff in. And the changes are phenomenal. I'll share another one with you. Before I started carnivore, I've always, this has been my entire life. I wear glasses. I look like a raccoon without them. If I don't wear glasses, if I wear contacts, I would always wear makeup because I looked like a raccoon. I had these dark circles under my eyes. It was just an everyday thing. And since going carnivore and taking care of my skin better, I'll take my glasses off so you can see. I have, you know, they're a little sunken still because that's just how my face is. But it doesn't look bad anymore. And I've quit wearing makeup. I don't wear makeup at all anymore. No foundation, no lipstick, nothing. I've completely cut that out. Mainly because I don't know what's in that. I don't know what ingredients they use. And they're not going to tell you what ingredients they use. And I don't want to put something that I don't know what it is on my body. Your skin is your largest organ. It absorbs everything you put on it. So I'm very careful now. I use my tallow balm, which I should have brought it in here. It's in the other room. But I make my own tallow balm. It's made from beef fat. I put a little bit of coconut oil in there, and sometimes I'll add a little bit of castor oil in there as well. And it makes the most luxurious body butter you've ever tried. I love it. And if you're part of my family and you're watching, yes, that's what you're getting for Christmas this year, or at least one of your gifts will be that this year, because I'm just so thrilled about it and I have to share it. When I get excited about something, I really want to share it out. But getting back to the questions that I get. Another one is, well, don't you have to take supplements? No, I don't take any kind of supplements. I take a regular vitamin. It's a prenatal, because, you know, that is one thing that I would like to do. I would like to have children. I know I'm old, but it is still possible. And since healing my body, it's even more possible not to go down a sad path. But I've had a number of miscarriages, and that's been very hard. So this part of the journey to get healthy is to make that a possibility and hopefully a reality. So that's the only thing that I take. I take that, and I do dose myself with iodine, because iodine is something that used to be in the soil and has been leached out. So even though I am eating really good meat, real food, I'm not getting enough iodine. I don't use a lot of iodized salt. So I give myself 3 drops of iodine in my coffee every morning. And that's it. That's all I do. No medication. I used to be on insulin for type 2 diabetes, which I have now reversed and don't have to take any of those medications anymore. I was on insulin. I was on 2 shots a day of 40 units each. And let me tell you, taking shots is absolutely terrible. I hated it. I don't like needles. You have tattoos. How can you not like needles? That's different, okay? I don't want to be injecting myself. That's just, it gives me the heebie-jeebies, you know? But no more medication, none of that. My memory, another thing, my memory is getting better. I can remember things. I said, oh, I need to do that, or I want to make sure I check that out. You know, I'll see what I think is maybe an abandoned house and be like, oh, I might want to check that out. Let me remember that so on my way home I can look at it. And usually I'll forget little things like that. You know, oh, I need to call the water company, or I need to whatever. I had a very bad habit of forgetting that. And it's gotten so much better. My train of thought. Normally I called my brain like Grand Central Station with all of these different tracks running all over the place, and the train's just whizzing by, and I'm just hopping from train to train to train. I can't remember where I was or how I got there. And it's a lot easier for me now to remember where I was going with that idea, and to be able to finish thoughts and ideas. And that's one thing that has been really, really helpful. And of course, being able to lose fat. I won't say weight loss, because as the great Bart Kay would say, you can lose weight, mass, by chopping off an arm. I'm not advocating for anyone to chop their arm off, but it's not that you're losing weight, you're losing fat. That's the goal. And by eating high protein, high fat, I have been able to achieve a greater fat loss than I had before. And I'm currently sitting at about 115 pounds, which when 2 years ago I was at 200, that's a big difference. And I'm being able to see all of these changes in my body since changing my diet around. And like I said, I've only been carnivore for 3 months. I started in the end of May, was the first time that I went to the farm. And before that, I was doing keto, very, very low carb, as low as I could possibly go. And that is what helped me shed most of the fat, was doing the keto, getting rid of the sugar and the seed oils. Those are the worst thing. I believe that seed oils are even worse than sugar, because sugar has been a part of the diet for humans for a while, and the obesity didn't really start escalating until these highly processed inflammatory foods that are full of seed oils and fake sugars and high fructose corn syrup and all of that poison that's what I believe has caused us to become a nation of obesity, or a world of obesity. I know it's very hard here in the US to find anything in the grocery store that does not have seed oils in it. They basically don't exist. And that's why when I go to the supermarket, I'm not getting food anymore, because it's not really food. I get all my food at the farm. Meat, eggs, and a little bit of dairy. And that's all I eat now, and I'm completely satisfied. The way that I have found that really works for me personally is I try to keep about a 60-40, 65-35 ratio of fat versus protein. So I try to get at least 120 grams of protein, because you want at least 1 gram for every pound that you weigh. And my ideal weight, at least in my mind, was 120 pounds. And I hit that, and then I kept right on going, even though I've been eating more food than I have really ever eaten before in my life. Eating a pound of meat a day is not very easy for me, but I'm getting there. I have to split it up into smaller meals so that I can do that. One of the tips that has really helped me is I make jerky every week, almost every other day. And I use Eye of Round roast for my jerky. And, you know, when I'm out with friends or traveling, I'll bring it with me. I call it my purse jerky. It is a great go-to snack. Hard-boiled eggs are also wonderful. And those, hello, he's so jealous. He sees me doing something and he has to be right in the way. Don't you? Yes. Yes. But I can't shut him out. That would just be mean. And he'd probably sit on the other side of the door and cry, and you'd hear that through the entire video. So it's either listening to him whine or letting him sit here. So we let him in. But those are great go-to snacks. Those have been a great help to me in finding different ways to eat things economical, like ground beef, because with the way that prices are going, you almost can't afford to eat even anymore, and it's crazy. So I'm trying to figure out different ways to fix ground beef. For example, I eat at least 1 burger a day, which you might think, well, that's really boring. You just eat a burger. Yeah, I eat a plain burger with my homemade mayonnaise. I make mayonnaise using tallow, which is rendered beef fat, and that's usually my lunch every day. That I might have a little bit of beef heart steak, because that has some great vitamins in it as well. I try not to eat too many organs, because I have learned that you can eat too many vitamins. You know, like liver, for example, with vitamin A, it is so rich in vitamin A that if you can eat too much of it and get vitamin A toxicity. I was unaware of that. Now I know. So, go figure. As they say, you live and learn and then get loves, right? So those are some of the questions and some of the tips that I've learned in doing this diet. And I will be putting up a video tomorrow of one of my newest ground beef recipes that I have found, which is mozzarella stuffed meatballs. And those are a game changer and absolutely delicious. So keep a lookout for that video tomorrow. And if you've watched this whole video, give yourselves a round of applause. Sorry, Lucky, I did not mean to bop you in the face. Thank you all for watching my videos and for supporting my little channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you do like these videos, please give them a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe, and so you don't miss whatever else I might post, because you never know what's going to happen on this channel. Could be a tent talk, could be a recipe, could be something crocheted. Maybe I'll do a video featuring Lucky one day. You never can tell. I know Winnie the Pooh was you never can tell with bees, but you can never tell with Christie's. Have a great day, y'all, and I'll catch you later. Toodles.